what you think about when you're born into a fire. Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. Our brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters
Welcome back.
Again.
Back to Slaughter.
Oh
What?
goodness.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize my
Bring
video was
your
off.
friends.
And it's almost Halloween.
It is almost
Spooky
Halloween.
time. So sorry about that.
Oh, are we gonna do anything for Halloween stream-wise?
That would be next week.
Awesome.
If we do
Yes.
anything for stream-wise. We haven't really discussed this. Sorry. But
Mhm.
on that note,
Difficulties.
announcements. I'm going to bring up, I'm not feeling great. My voice is going to be a little rackety. I apologize.
Yes.
It's gonna
Dragon
be
Man
fun.
with Asger.
When Dragon Daddy says hi. Other than that, any other announcements I don't know of?
Final Fantasy 14 just had a brand new update. Highly recommend if you play.
And if we're
God
going,
damn it, they're not even paying him.
I mean, if
They're
we're
not even
going
paying you.
that way, Destiny 2 had an update today, and
See? Oh, well,
RuneScape's had an update as well. It's pretty big.
updates all around.
And Phasmophobia had an update as well.
Come
I
play
cannot-
video games with all of us.
I mean, I don't have one for a video game, but I have an update for me bugging the hell out of Rin because
Ooh.
Ash'Ra and Shirku both know what's up. I pointed to Asger.
No, you
Hi,
pointed to
everybody.
Shirko, I think. You pointed down.
Oh, downwards, yes, but I pointed to Asger on stream because you're that way apparently.
This is why you should always have decorations in your background so you can tell which way you're pointing.
Yeah, I might put something up just so I can tell. Oh, kitty.
and there will be
Yay.
no murder, well, at least no murder for that reason. We'll see about other reasons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That being
My chunky boy.
said, I think we're ready for Ask a Recap. Maybe.
Ask for recap. Maybe.
There we
Kitchen, on you go.
Does that involve poisoning another goblin?
We don't talk about the accidental goblin poisoning.
What goblin? Oh, you mean that walking
Didn't
skeleton
mean
that looks
to.
like a goblin? Nah.
Never happened.
Never.
What?
Where exactly did we leave off? I think we were napping on the ship.
Yeah.
we were.
Oh,
Yes, we
We
were.
were talking to my student,
Yeah.
that's
but I think people
right.
wandered off as well.
Yeah, Aurora showed us off. Shirku talked to his sister, and I went off to, I think, the bow of the ship, whatever is the far back end. I forgot ship terminology already. Yay.
Aft, I believe.
Aft. Yes, thank you. And
Asger
he's
was sad about
either
dragon.
sparring with himself or staring off into the sea towards his home. Well, what's left of his home. If he can call it his home.
So we were on the ship. We got to meet Antius and Contra, a noble student of Aurora. Asger decided she doesn't give a shit about what her family says. She's in love with Dragon Daddy, and she's going to keep that fling alive.
You see, this is really on her, like, great whatever grandfather for not realizing that Asger is exactly the type to want, like, the forbidden love arc.
Pretty much.
It's really on him. So this is a pretty straightforward path.
We got to see Shirku's sister, who is now Lieutenant Nazaldi. There were quite a few good moments between Nazaldi and the rest of the group. Shirku got to have a catching up with his sister moment. Asger got a growth as a person of clearly you seem to be doing something right. You haven't killed my friends and family yet, so there must be something, working around for you.
I can fix that.
We collectively threatened to throw Shirku off the side of the boat, and
What?
Asger was 100% on board for that plan.
What did I do?
You didn't do anything. It was just a prank. And just a very I don't know how to say it. Unsafe would be the closest I can do. Level up. Why are you working? Why are you fighting me so hard?
I am so curious what Aurora would do if you guys actually threw Shirku off the ship.
That's a good question, isn't it?
Someone would be dying.
Dragon Daddy got a direct to in their head message about getting to the city that we were heading to instead of stopping by and checking on / helping bolster defenses of Zastrava's home. Hopefully they're kind of still in the same ish direction. So I think we will still ish be able to kind of help in that direction, if nothing else. But we are definitely not taking the direct route there that we were anymore. It was pretty much just Nazaldi did good was my notes.
Oh, you didn't include the good that your good wizard did?
I don't know about the good that my good wizard did.
Oh no.
Asger's journal has no documentation of a wizard doing anything good. The last thing that the wizard talked to me about was a threat against my sweet goddess.
I think Shirku is the only one who's managed to get the closest to guessing.
I mean, I rolled an insight, but I never got an answer.
What was it?
Sorry,
What was the insight roll?
Well then, that being said, I think we're all ready. Get it all started.
Either way.
So, real quick, Sifer, you get 6 fate points.
Woo!
Zastrava, you get 1 fate point. Asger,
He's always one for.
you feel as another potion appears.
Subscribed 11 months. I know I started I think about a month or two after we started doing this D&D thing. So
It
it's
was a
been
few
like a
months.
year.
You know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Shirku.
12 months Shirku face picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, we're at 11.
Does that mean
Start moisturizing.
Does that mean I need to start getting camera ready?
Mm-hmm.
At least photo ready to send to subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a photo is good. I know webcams are probably still a little bit inflated right now.
I can always get a webcam, so next session we do, everybody can see it.
Let you think on it. There's still a month to go.
Oh yeah.
And so, who would you like to start us off with, Rin? Or general world introduction?
At the moment, I believe the exact moment we left off was everyone was kind of just moving about, enjoying the ship. I don't think there was anything specific happening at the end. Or was it just... I'm sorry, my brain is a little fuzzy still. Or had the sun just... or the sky just changed? And is that where we...
The
We
Sky changed.
The sky
Sifer
changed.
Asker and was like, you
sky
wouldn't
changed,
believe
but
what I
after
did.
that we did the Antonius.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Sifer inspired God. That's where we ended off on. Okay. I was
Yeah,
like, we ended
so-
on a really good note, but God knows if I remember anything.
And sometime
Well,
after, Shirku talked to his sister, and that's where I was left off too.
it was a good note, but I think it was hinted we might have accelerated certain events we did not want to accelerate.
Maybe. Actually.
So,
I wonder if that's why we got a level up.
yes. Oh, yeah. They did level up as well.
Asker did mix.
I take more damage
miss.
from my angelness.
Asker did miss the most important thing ever, though.
I have my health.
Skeleton hammock. Cypher's newest invention.
I didn't miss Skeleton Hammock. I have a picture of Skeleton Hammock in my notes right there.
It's true. I've seen the skeleton hammock in the notes before as well.
On this page anymore, but it's been there. That was last session, or not last session, the session before last.
So
My
what's the
brain-
reaction on the ship to this fiery plume shattering across the sky?
You see, a lot of people are just...
You were so sweet.
What's happening?
I think I remember where we actually left off. Because I think after the fire thingy went off, we got called over to the island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
And
got
they
called
started
over.
heading directly towards Imagina.
Sorry for interrupting.
You're good. So the crew's all working tirelessly. It's now flying, going directly there. And for the moment, you guys are pretty much left to your own devices, as none of you really know how to do much on a flying ship.
Oh,
Asker
definitely, yeah.
finds Estrava and just goes, Estrava, look, I learned something new. Come
What did you
outside.
learn today?
Asker will bring you outside and just like flick a copper piece off and let it start to fall. Then she'll just throw her spear at it, and, like nail it. Look, I've been practicing.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Good.
You'll be able to put spears through the eyes of people in no time.
And I think Ashford would be
I
teaching
feel that-
Aurora the Sylvan names of colors and gems. You know, very relevant information.
And Aurora's probably gonna try to do some experiments on herself. Because
Ooh.
she's curious about a thing that happened.
You have one experiment a day. Everyone gets one.
You must
And
pick one.
You team up, it counts as one.
You could
Meanwhile-
have said one experiment a week, Asker. You could have saved yourself.
And meanwhile, Shirku is somewhere in the aft, just popping up his echo and actually looking that one over to see changes, the differences, how that's changed, what's different, what he can do with the do with it from now, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I feel Sifer would come up from the bowels of the ship, look at Asger, Winter, and Shirk and go, "Ah, yes, the three of them are still okay. The spell is working."
Does Asger hear you say that?
Does Aurora hear him say that?
I'm assuming some perception checks are coming.
Well,
Me and my
sure, why
character
not?
are at war, and unfortunately, the character sheet is winning. I am working on it though.
Perception checks. Does this mean you need a check to be quiet for Sifer?
No.
There's certain DCs.
Well, Shirku doesn't hear it.
The only one who hears it is actually Asger.
Did I roll good?
You rolled decent. Rolled a 19. Or an 18.
An 18. I don't have pluses. I was like,
Is that the two people with way better perception fail?
Yeah.
Asger's just going to like, after like showing off to Zastrava, having this like proud moment of like, look, I'm growing. She just turns and looks at you with the usual amount of like general discontent and fear. Sifer?
Oh, yes, Asger. You seem to be as peppy as ever.
What did you do?
Oh, I've just been toying with the remnants.
When you say remnants, you mean like the normal things that you recycle, right?
I mean, if it's the normal thing, yes, that is the normal stuff I deal with.
Asger will just look at you very blankly and go, I mean bodies. You're talking about bodies, yes?
No.
I just like the fact that you do it, but
But that's beyond the point. I feel we're far enough away and the group must have a talk within your zone of truth.
good luck convincing Ash'Ra to stay inside of that.
Oh, that's fine. I more have to stay in there. You'll never believe me, but
Okay.
I feel events have
Wanna
proceeded
just-
in a delightful way.
Do you want to just go get everyone? I could start getting the like prayers ready for that.
Now, Princess, you're the leader. You must gather the troops. I am merely a wizard, and I will head back down to the depths.
Nice.
Asger just standing generally next to Zastrava will be like, he concerns me. I know that he's your close friend, but he concerns me.
And it's understandable to be slightly concerned by what Sifer does. But, you know,
He's in a good mood
Usually
to
means
learn
well.
new spells by toiling with the fabrics of his friends' souls.
Just what the souls who are currently being tampered with want to hear. Asger will just go around and collect everyone, and just when going to find Ash'Ra, it will just be like, "We're doing this spell you don't like. You could stand on the outside of it if you want."
Which spell?
The truth-telling one.
Yeah.
Sifer asked for it directly. I have no idea why. He came up, said something along the lines of, "They're all still okay," which was concerning enough, and then made usual Sifer remarks at me and then left. So,
Oh,
who knows what today has to offer?
we'll trot along down into the dark depths.
Or we'll follow the guardian down.
Oh, are you guys going all the way down to the bottom, Sifer?
That was my plan.
You do see in one of the cells Aisha's there.
My new child.
What?
Aisha's probably horrified because she watched soul manifestations of the people she's been dealing with pop up.
She's kind of just kneeling down. Oh, you did it down there. Oh.
Oh, no.
She
Was
sees
it?
you and she starts to back away. Tears kind of running down her face.
Can't win them all. I've done horrible damage to the reputation with this character.
Okay. Y'all head on down to the bottom of the ship.
Suppose so.
Yeah.
And so you all know, this is not to scale. This is a lot smaller than what it would actually be. By a lot smaller, I mean...
Sorry.
The top of the ship is actually about 70 feet across. And that's from cannons to cannons. So you all eventually, besides maybe Ash'Ra, I didn't catch if Ash'Ra was joining or not, make your way down. Sifer? Asger?
Alright, before we start, someone should deal with her. I think I've horrified her and she doesn't need to be privy to this conversation.
What did you do to her? I asked
Nothing.
as I'm looking at her. What
She
happened?
was okay. Okay, I mean, kind of. Aisha, are you okay?
He summons spirits! So you're here! How
What?
does he summon spirits?
What?
Oh, I've been toying with a new spell. It worked wonderfully.
What kind of spell?
Well, it's better to show you in person next time we need it. Don't worry, it's a great spell.
No,
I'm-
no.
I'm quite
Talk.
proud of the work.
Talk.
But
I
there-
already got absorbed into the Mirrored Man's dimension for following your advice. You talk.
Winter, there are much more important matters that need to be discussed on this table.
Like
I
what
find that
matters?
difficult to believe.
Like what matters would these be?
Well, I don't think we should have a friend for this, but I don't think we should kill her. Kide would just knock her out.
Asger, are you actually attacking her?
No, I'm testing something.
Okay. I had to qualify that.
I'm working on trying to get this fucking thing together while I'm listening and they're doing heinously evil acts as Asker's
I
in
would
the
have.
motion of setting up.
Oh, it would have been so funny if Asger accidentally killed Aisha.
It'd definitely be a plot twist.
Okay, it's working now. Good.
Aurora doesn't have the supplies right now to put her to sleep, like, without karate chopping the shit out of her. And she doesn't really want to karate chop the shit out of her.
Just be quiet. Don't tell a soul.
It's okay.
Shirku, what did you do to her?
I didn't do anything. I've been just talking to her just fine. I think it's Sifer who scared her.
I did say Sifer.
I said Shirku. It's usually one of those two. I was just covering bases.
Aurora's gonna offer her tail through the. She's in the jail cell, right? She's gonna offer her tail through the bars so that it can, like,
Calming.
attempt to flap onto her.
Wow.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, why must it always be persuasion? Oh, she's not good at persuasion.
It does not seem to calm her.
Actually, there is a way to
This.
do something.
Oh,
Before we do anything, though, Sifer, why would you prefer her being asleep for this?
the information she could hear would likely lead to her horrific torture than death if she fell into the wrong hands.
So is Sifer asking for Ash'Ra to put someone to sleep, or are you casting your
Oh,
own
yeah.
sleep spell?
Oh,
Yeah.
asking
Yeah,
someone
that's
else.
what Shirka was gonna do. But first, he turns to Aisha. Are you fine with having a short nap? Nothing painful, nothing harmful.
Bruh,
Um,
gotta have some self-awareness.
That what I'm casting.
oh? What are you casting? I'm assuming
Command.
on Aisha?
Yeah.
To apparently protect you.
What's your command?
Sleep.
Oh.
So she's already like kind of like kneeled down and like backed up against the wall, and her head just as she
Does it at
passes
least
out.
fall into the tail so she doesn't like headbutt the freaking wood?
She doesn't. She just head down, still like
Okay.
leaned up against the back.
Asger will just go, I tend not to like using those spells for this kinds of thing, but this seems important.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have to make it up to her later then.
I mean-
Cypher's got to look at Shirku and detect magic on him. Do I feel any evil divine magic on him?
No.
All right. Cypher will sit on a barrel. I believe most of us here went on a vision quest. And I feel safe enough now that we can share said visions. I feel not knowing the whole picture would be detrimental to our current quest.
Real quick, is everyone failing the zone of truth?
Yes.
Ash'ra's away from Sifer.
Ash'Ra agreed on one condition, and that the condition is not being in the circle.
Yeah, and Shirku's fine with failing the zone of truth, I suppose.
I just wanted to be clear.
I was like, you asked for a zone of truth, and then you started your speech, and I was like, I haven't cast zone of truth yet.
Zone of truth is active. Everyone except for Ash'Ra is in it. She's asleep. She's not even in it. Oh my.
Speaking of visions, later we need to take a look at the echo again, Cypher.
This is true.
One experiment per day. This is enough of an experiment.
I think this part's less of an experiment and more
Shirku!
observation. Considering what he's asking.
This is horrible torture of his friends.
Ash'Ra, I wanted to do one experiment today, though. Could I possibly do it? Okay, thank you.
Speaking of, I technically haven't done my experiment of the day either.
Cypher had questions,
We're
though.
all very off track incredibly quickly. This spell only lasts for so long. Cypher, you were saying?
Who would like to start this little sharing circle?
Oh,
You!
I'm sure you.
I just imagine that's exactly Cypher's expression of just,
He's like, they think they would ask me. I don't know if I wrote his name down. I'm terrible with names.
Which one?
The wizard who betrayed us, killed my
Kai.
master.
Guy.
Hi, thank you. My vision was simple, but it poses an interesting situation that could work in our favor, but could hurt us. Kai seeks to break his deal with the Man of Mirrors, and he's found a way that it might be possible.
Beyond divine intervention.
Yes, seems there's a old bog witch who might know how to do it.
It seems very strange.
Not really. He wants to keep what he got and not be bound to another's will. I quite understand that.
Is that something we need to act on or just be aware on?
Aware on. I feel he might betray the Man of Mirrors at a key time that could be beneficial to us. But if there's a way for him to gain power while betraying the Man of Mirrors, we must be cautious of this. I do not find a Kai with greater power a delightful thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you pick who's next.
Sifer gonna pick who's next?
Pick
He's
the
gonna
cat.
point at Shirku.
Oh. Well, mine's not as simple. Considering everyone's so frightened of names, involves a certain demon king and the Man of Mirrors.
I would whap you if you were over here.
I didn't say anyone's names.
You don't need to say anything about the man either.
Well, either way, it starts with the Demon King in his own domain of the Demon Isles. In the castle, from what I recall. He was holding up a mirror and speaking into it, or towards the sky, effectively cursing the name of the Man of Mirrors, calling him the bane of his powers, summoning him to have a chat. The banter was back and forth about, well, Man of Mirrors having some influence, or starting to have some influence in the Demon King's domain, and the Demon King wanting him out. A deal, I believe it was a deal, and a threat from the Man of Mirrors involving once again unleashing the dragon, the World Eater, he called it.
There's a World Eater dragon.
That,
Miss.
that's relevant info if I've ever heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, he already told me.
Oh,
2 fate
where?
points to Shirku.
3 fate points. Awesome. Thank you for the fate points. And that's mine.
Mm-hmm. Where is the World Eater?
I don't know. That wasn't said.
But who does know?
Probably the Man of Mirrors. He did mention something about a missing piece of the world. I forget what he's called it. A gap?
Asger, is that a place?
On where?
On the planet?
I didn't hear what the name of the place was.
The gap. Missing piece.
Is that the giant?
Yeah,
I was like, that sounds correct.
he's talking about the giant hole at the top of the map.
I really don't want to go there. We can help it.
Oh, yeah.
I won't push it right now, but like, it could be really good.
It might not be a good idea to head that way. At least not as we are now.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that's Aurora should be next. This information should at least be shared.
Well, I'm sure you all kind of heard, but my vision showed me Krilga dying by my evil clone's hands. Also, it didn't know of my knowledge of it before, but now it does. So, we have to watch out for that. Doesn't seem like we share any information both ways, which is good.
I'm hoping we can at least find where he was killed and find that it finds my father's bow.
That was mine pretty much. How's about you, Asger?
Mine was of my great grandfather having counsel, not looking very well about the war that was soon to start with Asda. It seems as if, his deal to keep the kingdom safe is coming to an end with his life, unfortunately. As much as I wish not to believe the lies that were spewed to me, they may not have been lies, much as mistakes they made in a life past.
Kitten. I see a kitten.
Asger, who do you call upon?
Son
next?
Milos.
Asger will go with Zestrava.
My vision was of the king, or the Mahout to the north, making a deal. And I unfortunately believe that he was making a deal with our favorite man. And that was the invasion that was going to be happening through Storefront by the sea. So I've talked about mine a little bit to the captain. And he was not happy.
Is the Strava calling upon the one outside of the...
Black.
Ash'Ra? I think
Oh,
Ash'Ra's
you called upon Ash'Ra?
I didn't know if just Strava was.
Yeah, so I didn't know who
I haven't
else.
heard it.
Yeah, Ashra. I guess you're next.
I have some time, but I'll need to return to the island and take my place at the head of the hierarchy.
Head of the hierarchy. Something happened out there.
Hamu is bending the knee and begging for greater power, which is incredibly shameful. And so I must rise to that glory.
So is that why you're seeking so much power and artifacts?
Of course. With the tail swoosh, we will call upon Asker. Oh, no, never mind. Asker left. But when...
Asker
there we
already
go. We call upon the last, the Asker.
Asker already talked.
Well,
Oh, I'm so
Great grandpa-
sorry. I must have...
Great grandpa's gonna die, and then the whole place is coming down with it.
That's right. You just kept yours short and sweet.
yeah, you were the last one, I believe.
Mhm.
Well, if that's the case, and you have to head back home to deal with problems, since
Like I
me
said,
is-
the time is better spent here.
well, when you do have to go, I can help you out.
Sifer's going to stand up. All good things to ponder on. And as he gets to the edge of the zone of truth.
Aurora's not allowing you to leave yet.
Oh.
You're talking about what you did.
Oh no, I have something much more important to say while this little field's up. I feel Asger wouldn't have believed me if I didn't ask for this. There's no better way to say this. I met with your goddess and I made her into a woman.
There are
So-
definitely
being
better ways to
ambitious
say
well.
that out of character.
You
Asger just like blankly
What?
stares at you and goes, "Excuse me?"
I
what?
gave her a rousing speech and she became a woman with a fiery sword. Damnedest thing I've ever seen.
What?
So, did she ignite from her embers?
Lady, I know Arcana. Divine magic is much outside my parameters.
Guess I'd have to see her again then. But I'm not calling upon her. I do not want to waste her energy.
I thought I figured you'd talk to her, and I guess I'm right, but I didn't expect it to go that way.
I needed a favor. I needed a little bit of a divine access, and I just don't think prayer is the route for me. I'd rather ask the source for some magic.
Does that have to do with... Give me a second. I'm forgetting her name. Aisha saying that she saw me here when I wasn't here?
Oh no, that's completely unrelated.
That
That's
explained.
the Sifer's
That
gonna
was
look
what-
at the wall that's covered in scratches and weird symbols. When you can decipher this arcane symbolism,
I will not teach you Dwarven so you can read that book from your master.
there are ways around knowing how to read a language.
Oh.
Mainly Zistrava. She is the way around not knowing how to read a language.
No, I can only hear spoken languages of any type. That's why I'm so good at singing. I can hear all the different stories and take them into my language.
Autumn.
So,
Sifer, you do get 3 fate points, by the way,
I will take it.
because you know exactly what you did.
So,
Brendan
what
brought me
happened
home.
and what'd you do?
Oh, sorry, what was that? I was writing down my nice little fate point total.
Aurora said, I can threaten bodily harm.
You wouldn't hurt your doula. I practically raised you.
From the dead.
Okay. E. Does a 15 hit?
You know, just for you, I mean, it's only a level 1 spell. A little shield's gonna pop up.
And what does that put your AC at?
From a 13 to an 18.
He has a lot of fate points.
I have ways of not using my fate points. I just gotta find the thingy.
Are you sure you want to use those, though?
My key points? Yes. I just gotta find the actual thing that I'm looking for. I have too
Remember-
many things.
When Sifer is scared, he does not hesitate to banish someone.
Fun
I'm
fact.
like 60
What
feet
threat
away,
is
or
it?
I'm like 80
Am I
feet away or
blind?
something. Is anyone coming down the ladder?
Nope.
Like, I feel
Oh,
like I'd be
it-
on the
oh,
ladder.
there it
like,
is.
To the next floor.
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
I
will
really thought Randy was
spend
gonna say
3 key points and bump that up to a 21.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna waste any of my fate points on that.
You say that now. So you hit. Roll your damage.
Fun fact, Sifer, I learned banishment next level.
Well,
I'm gonna
pseudo-ban.
spend one more key
Title
point
banishment.
and Hands of Harm.
Oh. Sifer. You take 40 points of damage.
Actually, I'm only gonna take 20. And one of my poor little skeletons is gonna drop from 26 HP to 6.
Shuku walks up and puts a hand on both of their shoulders. Hold up. There's no need to fight one another.
Until he speaks, there is.
Cypher's gonna look at the blood on him. In the words of Mila, the child must be punished.
Elf? Come on.
I
We're
think my
friends.
child can handle herself. I'm
Cypher,
not going to intervene.
at
in
the
this,
very
you know.
least, say what you did for the spell.
I mean, Aurora does have more attacks. Because she only spent one of her attacks so far.
Yeah,
Cypher
but
will
it's
step
past
back.
6 action. It's past 6 seconds.
I see.
Yeah, that's why Shirku was able to come over and do that.
Cypher will step back, do a little hand wave. And standing between him and Winter will be a Winter.
What?
Just a little see-through-ish.
Aurora does not like this.
And what's this?
Let me present to you the remnants of Winter's soul that are. When you die and someone brings you back, you leave an imprint on the world of death. And I've just found a way to harness said imprint. She's quite skilled.
There are 3 of me in the world right now.
Well, this one, it's half in the land of the dead and half in this world.
Aurora's
If
just
you-
gonna nope and fucking leave. I do not need this today.
If you lose control of that Aurora, does it become another of our Aurora or another of his Aurora?
Oh, it has no body. Without me supplying magic, it dissolves away.
See,
Aurora.
the
Aurora
other
from
one
like further away. Good.
Are you able to like just put it back together? It sounds like some important parts you didn't put like back together properly.
No, she has all of her soul. This is more of an imprint of it left on when she died.
Well, I
Hmm.
don't want to see a dead Aurora again, so I think I'm just gonna call it.
You
for
never
now.
saw a dead Aurora in the first place because she disappeared in
wanna
the Hell
imagine.
Nether.
Sistrava, they have no appreciation for the arcane arts. This spell
you
was
said
quite
that you have
complicated.
Aurora, myself, and Shirku when you came up the stairs. Those were the 3 of us that you were looking for. Only 2 of them have died.
Princess, I know your soul quite intimately now. I have used it as a battery twice.
Anyone else just going to nope out with Aurora?
Yeah, Shirku's already noped out for a while ago.
Did you just siphon off some of my energy?
You may have kind of died when we were reviving people. We got your soul back, though, but popping it out of your body is not a healthy thing for you.
Asger just looks very blankly at you. So what you're saying is that at any point in time, you could questionably accidentally release a copy of myself, Aurora, and Shirku onto the world again.
They wouldn't be corrupted. They would basically be you.
See, I didn't think that Aurora's body would be used as a vessel for corruption. I also was under some level of impression that you were strong enough to control your skeletons. But now I have to sleep in a zone of magic to keep myself safe.
Look, I can't control my skeleton. I just did not account for outside magic interfering with the control. I had a very old sword with who knows what curses on it, and then I had your little divine flames. I'm impressed my skeleton lasted through the corruption of 2 outside magical forces. Thank you very much.
You seem oddly proud of the death machines that you create. I feel that maybe we should have, like, a therapist moment about the fact that your greatest accomplishments are the accidental murder monsters that you've made. Not the, like, true magical seekings that you've done, but the things that you accidentally lost control of and then let loose in the world.
Well, in all fairness, the skeleton's not loose in the world. It's bound to you, so we know where it's going to appear most times.
Is it leashed?
To you, yes.
Do you have a sense of control with that leash?
Not a bit.
See, to me, that comes off as it's loose in the world. Just because you know the thing that it is after does not in any way, shape, or form mean that you have any level of control over the thing.
Speaking of control, hey
Yeah, I was
Asger.
about to head over and ask like where the ship is going.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, whatever this is about to be.
And,
Oh,
and I was
God.
about to ask Aurora, and Shirley was about to ask Aurora a question as we were walking out.
Asger, does a 15, or wait, no, this is with advantage. My apologies. 15, 26, or a 30 hit you?
The 26 and the 30 hit.
As it has
did
been a
anyone
little
see
bit.
that?
You could hear the disappointment.
Asger, you take 20 points of slashing, 11 points of necrotic. Oh, wait. There's... Did
Just give me a grand total at the end, please. It's so much easier if you just give me a grand total.
Yeah, make sure I set this up right.
Immune to necrotic, or resistant to necrotic.
You are
I'm
resistant to necrotic.
Ah, okay, good stuff.
I feel we invoked this. We were talking about the skeleton.
You did this to
I think I'm
yourself.
going to evoke a fucking plane ride off this boat for you.
So, you take 39 points of slashing damage. And
Okay.
then 24, 32, 42 points of necrotic damage halved. Also,
42's half.
Asger, you get 5 fate points. Ash'Ra, you get 1 fate point. Shirku, you get 5 fate points. Aurora, you get 2 fate
Right.
points. Sifer, you get 5 fate points. Zastrava, you get 5 fate points.
Oh boy.
Y'all can thank Fiverr.
Thank you, Fiverr.
Thank you, Fiverr.
Thank you.
Asger turns around to the thing and is just going to stab.
All the stab.
Do I get surprise attack on it?
No.
Do I get advantage for someone being within melee?
No.
Should take levels in rogue.
I was just told something and I gotta...
And I'm not
Part of
anywhere near all this because I'm walking with Aurora.
Oh.
I actually don't know where the stairs are on the ship, so I kind of put her somewhere on the second layer.
Alright. So... that first one misses.
Did it go? Did it work? Nope. Maybe.
That's 3 of them.
I think it did.
I mean,
I
that's a
clicked
tasty
twice.
second one.
It is a tasty second one.
That is the second one that does hit. And that, let's see. How much damage do you do? Oh, are you smiting?
That's my constant level of smite. But yes, I also am smiting.
You only hit once. So.
Yeah, but it's double because of the crit.
Nope.
I get 1 extra.
Oh yeah, you do get 1 extra dice because of you were 10 over AC. 14.
Oh, well then I need to roll a d6. So it's d6s. One of those is
Nope, this is fine.
okay.
14, 22, 32, 40, 42. Want to remember 42 as I double check how many dice Asger rolls for her attacks.
I have put it in chat. I mean, I'm not entering it in chat, but I have put it into chat.
I don't remember if I had 4th level divine smite.
5d6. 5d6, so that'd be 30. And then plus Asger!
3rd level divine smite.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
As you turn around after getting just walloped into, you just stab in with your spear. You just watch as it just kind of melts away.
Ah,
Does it drop the sword?
No.
Asger just turns around, looks at you. Blood coming out of her stomach. She just got stabbed. Sifer. This
Yes,
is entirely your fault. This is what you do. This is the exact. I want you to have this image in your head for the rest of the day. You caused this, and then Asger walks away.
all in all, it was a successful meeting. I dare say so, Sistrata.
Says the man that's bleeding.
Wouldn't call it successful. I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna try this out. Let go. Ooh.
Nice healing word. It didn't. Looks like if you were trying to get it to roll automatically, it did not.
Yeah, I'll do that. Gotta be annoying. There you go.
So, Asger, you heal 8 HP.
Thanks.
It's the least I can do.
Aurora,
Yes.
to help get our minds off of apparently the meeting, would you be willing for a sparring session?
May as well. I can
Been a
test the
while.
thing out. I can do the experiment after.
Yes.
Okay. I'll give you two some space to have fun and wrestle about. I'm going to go take a nap.
All right.
Enjoy the
See you,
nap.
love.
Rest well, Ash'Ra.
Mhm. So we crawl out and we crawl back and curl on the bell.
All right. Just need a good location for some space for the spar.
Well, we can probably ask your sister or Captain Gojira. Admiral?
Yeah, we're very much good. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
And off we go.
Ask questions. Back up to the top deck, probably, because that's
Probably. Yeah.
That being said, as you all kind of settle in, is there anything else that you do for the day?
Well, sparring and using healing word, or not healing word, healing hands to see if the fire heal happens again.
And plus, since after sparring, our characters will be injured, it's perfect.
As you do use your hands of healing, the fire does come out of your hands and you just roll it over some of the scrapes and bruises that you and Shirku deal with each other, and you notice it does just linger and heal and close the wounds.
This is new.
So, I'm guessing the flame just feels warm and...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's experiments, and that has to be looked over through magical eyes, I suppose, but now I need to learn more about my echo. As well, he summons the echo near them. As you can see, it's kind of different. Which, if I recall the description, it's basically looks the same, except it has the flaming aura now.
It's just a little bit translucent with like a flame going through in it.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if this one would be conscious like the last one was, but I've yet to actually see if that's true or not.
I'm not the one to test that with.
Well, I
don't know.
asked Sifer earlier, but now I'm not too sure if I want to do it today.
Yeah. I don't want to think about 3Ds on Earth. Or on the road.
Well, thank you for the sparring session, Aurora.
Thank you for the experiment.
Anytime.
And now we're
If you want to ever spar again, let me know. It's probably better than burning myself whenever I spar with my echo. At this point.
Okay. Anyone else want to do anything before sleep takes you all?
Not at all.
No, I'm good.
As the day comes to an end, we watch as, at this point, Strava, you want to give me a perception check?
Of course. Wow. I'm gonna use the lucky. Oh, that's somewhat better.
Off in the distance, you see a bustling city on the coast with two large towers around it. One which you happen to know is at the top of the castle, and then the other that is in the center of the town of Storm Harbor. As you are flying ways away.
How far are we?
You're looking over. You're shocked you're able to see it. It's probably because it's at night now. You're about 100 miles away.
Oh.
Like, you just have open, clear skies.
No, I can't fly 100 miles on my own. Strava is very eager to eventually get back home. And
Unless
she
the
will like,
child needs me, we're gonna nap the whole way there. Enjoy just the breezes. Cat.
I'm gonna like reach into my satchel and like lightly touch my sister's pistol and be like, we'll get you home soon.
Oh.
And with that, the day comes to a close. Asger, where are you sleeping at right now, by the way?
Asger was sleeping with the rest of the crew, but after today's shenanigans, Asger's sleeping in the captain's quarters.
You're taking the captain's quarters to yourself again.
I mean, not taking the captain's quarters. She's brought a hammock in to sleep in there.
So she's extremely vulnerable because he is not going to hurt the princess's honor or reputation by sleeping in the same room.
Yeah, she's taking the captain's quarters.
And Aurora sleep somewhere nearby.
Asger's just like, I need your protection, so I'm sleeping in here.
Yeah, and I guess with the threat of the assassin skeleton, Zerka would also sleep nearby.
You guys know that the assassin skeleton won't be around anytime soon.
Yeah, still.
Okay.
You know it takes a little bit of time to rebuild.
We
Then
don't know
Aurora
that.
will
It
snuggle
seems to get
with
faster and faster every fucking time it attacks. For all I know, Sifer's feeding the fucking thing. It's his own daily experiment that it fucking pops up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the case. Sleep against one of the I don't know, masts maybe.
You all have an uneventful night. Wake up in the morning. Find yourselves still traveling very quickly. Anything you wish to do for this day? And when I say very quickly, y'all, some of you who are more in tune with speed and over water travel, Ash'Ra, Shirku, Aurora,
because Aurora can run on water very fast.
about 200 miles a day.
That is fast.
I was doing
Indeed.
Very fast.
here.
I don't know how many knots that is.
You can convert it online, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Either way, just the happy breezies in the face, the feathers fluttering back, the little dog sticking out the window. It's just an easy time, and it's a great time to nap.
You do hear some calls from around, some talk around the ship. They're expecting this to be the last full day of travel and expecting to get there tomorrow.
Very good.
So,
Aw.
on your penultimate day of the journey, are there any other things that you guys wish to discuss or do?
My tummy's starting to grumble. Is there something that smells nice around here? And Ash'Ra just spent the day sort of poking around for something
Okay.
eminently edible.
They have food. Decent food. You do smell some good things that seem to be stored away in the captain's quarters or underneath it, but that's in the captain's quarters. Or Asger's quarters, I should say.
Asger's gonna go find Dragon Daddy.
Can Aurora catch Asger before Dragon Daddy?
Sure.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna see if anyone has an expensive dagger.
Need a ceremonial dagger.
Kind of.
So, whenever Aurora catches up to Asger, she's just gonna cut herself and then heal it and show the fire.
That's new.
Yes. I don't know what's causing it.
Asger will divine sense at Aurora.
And with Asger recently leaving the quarters, we're going to try the doorknob.
Asger
One
hasn't
second.
locked it. She doesn't have a key.
First, divine sense. Heart celestial, somewhat.
Is it more than the last time I used this on her?
Yes, but barely.
Okay. That's sort of an answer, at least. It's something.
I have realized a thing, and I am scared. My character does not know this thing.
What have you realized?
You know how you had your ASMR thing?
Yeah. There were a couple of them. Which ASMR thing?
The thing where transforming makes things happen.
Ah.
So, Ash'Ra,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of rush past them because
Oh no, I was lurking like above the door, and it's just like I want to get in, and I will wait until
Asger.
Asger comes out.
We're gonna be like walking, I assume. This is
if
gonna be
you
a
were
walk and
above the
talk
door,
around.
you were right
Yeah.
in front of Dragon Daddy.
Mhm.
Gojira.
That's okay. It's okay.
Zero fear.
What are you doing on my boat?
I'm napping.
In my way?
Mm. And we'll sort of like just like slide like onto the wall next to the captain's quarters door.
I love that she has no fear.
Shirku's
Fear
just watching
at-
this.
You gonna make a stealth check to get in there?
Gojira lets me in because he loves me. He doesn't realize it, but he does.
Aww.
Stay
one
out!
mission. Meh. Slinks away. Meh.
Meanwhile,
Scrungy faces. Scrungy face and goes on down.
I will just like pull out a soft brush and like brush to it.
What are you rushing?
You trying to calm me down. Like a cat when you like try to do things. So like,
what are you two doing? What are you doing, Ash'Ra?
I
Jabba will give up.
am enjoying. I'm looking about the boat and getting yelled at for my lounging.
So Asger, you're approaching Admiral Gojira.
It will be after the Aurora. Asgard's just going to be like, okay. I would say that we're going to find a way to help balance you into your new angelic powers. Unfortunately, that was the entire reason that I left the castle, was to attempt to figure that out and see the world. The only thing that ever fixed any of it was the oddly large amount of soul fuckery that I did. And I don't want to have that happen to anyone else ever again. So hopefully that it'll just continue to balance out between the two of us. Mine has gotten a little bit better, so I think it's just bringing yours up a little bit to kind of match where mine is, and we'll hopefully just equal out. Because Sifer's current option is just skimming off the top until you drop.
I'd rather not have that happen. I've seen
I
you
also
go down quite a bit because of that. But I do have to thank you for the reviving help, though.
Of course. I was more than happy to do it. You're probably the closest friend I have in this party.
And you're a very close friend as well. She'll kind of like awkwardly lift her hands for a hug, then kind of like drop them, and then
Asger's just gonna like hug and up.
Aurora will.
Asker's just like, I didn't have many friends, so I don't make many friends because I don't trust many people, so it means a lot when I say that. You can read my journal whenever you want.
Why? What? Isn't that private?
Well, yeah, but I mostly write it because, I mean, I guess Gwen has just secretly been Elyn this whole time, but I was writing it for her because we talked about all the adventures we were going to go on, so I wanted to bring them back. So it's just full of stories. Sometimes it's nice to look back and remember some of the good things that we did. There's an incredibly large amount of bad things that one day I will have to scrub through and remove pages. Like anything that ever talks about the boat or the other boat needs not ever be mentioned. I had nothing to do with it.
This is an excellent time for Ash'Ra to sneak down. Kind of mope around the kitchens, like imploring them to make food, but secretly sticking the tongue out and eating the silverware.
Give me a sleight of hand check. You're able to eat some silverware.
We're happy now. We'll
About
eventually eat some of like the meat and whatever they bring and return up to the deck.
about 5 gold worth of silverware.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Very nice. As we just
We put stuff on this ship.
It might be a certain lizard just.
Aurora's response to the journal thing. That's very sweet of you. I should
You've
have.
probably seen Ash'Ra and everyone else just. Asger goes to bed first most of the time. Everyone else pulls out Asger's journal and reads through to see what it.
She probably hasn't been really paying attention. Mainly because
It
other
used to
things
be
on
the
the
old
mind.
joke that Asger would be asleep and everyone would just be like, "Oh, let's read Asger's journal."
It's true.
So I imagine it still happens.
Maybe I should have started a book for Yalanala, since she's stuck around Night Point. Well, I'll leave you to your interests. Wink. Very blatant and obvious.
Asger will just give you a big smile and wink back and goes, "Wish me luck."
All the luck for you.
Asger's gonna like throw her hair back, shoulders back, and is walking up to Dragon Daddy.
You see him one hand on the steering wheel, setting course. Anazaldi. Imagine us should be straight from right here. And he kind of lets go. Give me a insight check.
Is Nazaldi the other woman I'm like fighting against? Goddamn.
Something seems off with Gojira, but you're not 100% sure what.
I want that points. It's too late.
Asger will just come up and just. How do you always know which direction you're heading? There's not any, like, landmarks up here as much as there would be down below, but you're always really good at keeping track of where you're going.
At night, it's easy to tell from the stars in the sky. During the day, I pay attention to where the sun rises and where it sets. Feeling the way the wind changes allows me to keep it straight.
I'm surprised you wouldn't have someone to change the wind for you on the boat.
That was the job of the betrayer.
That would make sense, actually.
None of my other mages are as strong to do that right now.
Are you doing okay? You seem upset up here. Other than Mila presumably eating something that she probably shouldn't.
Mila was trying to enter my cabin. While I will... Ash'Ra was trying to enter my cabin. While I will allow you, the princess, to do so. Something tells me she had ulterior motives for it.
She usually has ulterior motives to most everything that she does. It's just kind of part of her charm at this point. Also, I don't know if you knew that she used to be Mila, but now it's Ash'Ra.
Understood.
I don't know that I can tell you that, but like, she's told most everyone else, and so I think it's okay if I tell you that. I'll have a conversation with her about it later.
The changing, shifty little thing wanted to get into my cabin.
She really likes jewels, so I could see probably why she would want to get into your cabin. She kind of sticks them to herself.
More reasons to keep her out.
But are you doing okay outside of that? It sounds like, with discussions we had last night, that war really is brewing. I was hoping that it was just lies that had been shown to me in a dreamlike vision. But it seems more like truth with this many people backing it.
War is war. I'm used to it. It's been a long time since my last vigil, but it has been a tiresome Facebook.
Whoops.
Yep.
I don't get you to go
Twitch
away.
is not live.
Technical difficulties!
Maybe. Hey, where's the mug? Oh, kitten.
Alright, looks like we might be good now. Okay. Sorry about
Is
that,
your
y'all.
stream on?
Technical difficulties.
I need to buy that mug.
Yeah. I don't have that mug today. I have seasonal greetings. Because of the fun season.
I had an iced cappuccino. It was amazing.
So with your insight of a 20, you actually see Nelzadi looking at you and like pointing to like under her eyes and then pointing at him and then
Got it. Asger will just like take his hand and go, "You're coming with me. Princess's orders."
Oh no! Oh wait, is this the distraction I've been waiting for?
Aurora kind of watching from the side. Can she like insight Gojira's reaction to this?
yeah, so as soon as I figure out you can roll the insight.
Yeah. You're not the only one watching this either.
Let's go.
Shirku is wondering what the heck Asger's trying to do.
Well, there's
What
my
I love is
22
that
whenever it's ready.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
Me and Aurora are shipping it. She has her love fulfilled.
Gojira follows Asger. Lets Asger kind of pull him, which is a weird sight because he is a tall dragonborn. A very tall and big dragonborn.
What is he wearing?
His ornate plate mail of the
Okay,
that is decorated in the Rolan banners.
Asger's going to lead him to the captain's quarters and open the door. Because she definitely didn't fucking lock it.
Nope.
She's gonna look inside, or at least look around to make sure that she can see Ash'Ra somewhere before she goes in here. Cause
Alright, I better roll my stealth check.
I was like, this is about to be a lot worse if Ash'Ra's inside this room.
But also, what does Aurora see with her insight?
I will get to that.
Okay, what
You see Ash'Ra. Well, actually, give me your perception check, Asger. Ash'Ra, where are you at right now?
Let's see. You said I can't loaf around on this upper deck, but I want to be up here for the breeze, but I don't want to be up on the bow. So I'm going to be fussy and be on, like, one of these cannons.
And then you're trying to sneak in from there?
I mean, well, yeah.
Asger, you and someone else both notice Ash'Ra trying to sneak in.
Asger's just going to clear her. Asger's just going to clear her throat loudly and just go, Ash'Ra, did you get lost on the way back downstairs to go find Sifer for that thing you needed? I know we haven't been on the
just gonna
boat
flop
long.
over and like look away like I was never doing anything.
And with that, you continue on into the captain's quarters, Asger, with
Taking the captain with
got the information. I am curious.
Aurora. He was very, very, very conflicted and not knowing what he's supposed to do.
Or after they're inside, she's gonna like try to make sure the door stays shut.
I mean,
So, Asger's going to pull Dragon Daddy into the room, close the door behind him, and pull out a seat and go sit.
Okay, give me 1 second.
well, considering you closing the door and Asger pulling him in like that, probably best to leave them be Ash'Ra and not try to sneak in there.
Very funny that any of you think that Asger has any game at all.
I mean, Aurora's shipping it. She wants to lock you in.
And with Gojira locked into the room locked into the room, it means I can take a nap right at the captain's wheel and not get yelled at. So I'm gonna take this space now.
So do you put him at a table or just in the middle of the room?
Like, the table's there, I'm just turning a chair around, like, sit.
He sits.
Asger's gonna grab another chair and stand on the chair and start undoing the, like, top part of the mail. You, sir, have not been sleeping in this room at all. I know this because I've been sleeping in this room.
No.
I keep waiting to make sure that you're getting at least some level of sleep as well. But also, I know that getting out of mail is damn near impossible, and I would assume that you also have ways of doing this yourself. But sometimes it's nice to have someone help you.
No.
You want to give me an insight check?
This is the best insight check I've ever rolled in my life.
Perfect time for it too.
You get 5 fate points, by the way, Asger.
Thank you. I'm going to need them to catch myself when I'm falling off the ship.
He grabs your hand, not gently, but not to hurt you either.
Mm-hmm.
Princess, I don't think that's a good idea for you to be helping. Yes. Are you trying to get out of
I'm
escape?
escaping that grip.
That's an acrobatics check. I don't know if that's the same roll for
Woo!
you. Give me a second.
Acrobatics would be one higher, actually.
I see if I still have stats for some things.
This is
Finishes flicking off buckles. At least the collar piece and like the shoulder pauldrons are coming off.
You've gotten some of it off already because he.
I assume that he's wearing at least a shirt under there.
You want? How well do you think it's going on from there?
I don't know. We probably have time to spar. And Aurora just
Okay.
has this
I now know.
mischievous grin.
So it's one higher than that.
All right. Then would you like to
yeah.
have a round?
You do not escape.
Let's go.
As he's just like, Princess,
I'm impressed.
I don't know if it would be safe for you to be here. All
I'm not.
you're after is me to sleep. I will sleep.
See, you say that pretty much every night when I come in here. And I'm like, I'm going to sleep in the little hammock I've set up. As you can see, I tied a hammock to one bedpost over there, and then the wall that I found a small hook right there.
When you could have borrowed Sifer's skeletons?
Eh,
Asger was refusing to sleep with the skeletons. Plus, I'm already this far in helping you get out of your armor. Most people wouldn't be fighting this hard. It'll reduce the time that it takes to get on and out of this stuff. I watch Shirku fight with plate armor every morning. It looks awful.
Hey, he's getting used to it.
You want to get?
And-
Yeah, no, you're not escaping his grip.
Nope.
You want to give me a persuasion check?
I would love to. Persuasion is something I'm generally good at.
Are you really?
Princess,
I would like to spend at least 3 fate points to bring that up to a 26.
okay.
I
I am not allowed to care for you as I do. So I would appreciate it if you were to leave my chambers so I can sleep.
Asger's just gonna look at him, like, standing on the chair, looking over him as that she's basically just standing on the chair / table behind him, and just goes, "Are you actually going to sleep? Or are you just going to lie in here and pretend like you're sleeping?"
If you're in here, I won't be able to sleep properly.
But I was going to read you a story.
The princess. Please. I beg. Don't do this to me. He's going to let go of your hand. And he's going to stand up.
This got
Plate mail falls off.
so much.
It does. And he has one long shirt on. Some pants that don't cover a lot, like little shorts, because most of it is armor down there too.
Yeah. Asger will go, "At least I helped you out of that much. If I don't hear snoring in the next hour, you're in trouble."
and begins where you realize I blocked the door.
His wings kind of stretch out.
Asger's gonna start walking towards the door. I can go out the window. Asger will just go back to the other side and open the window and just climb out.
Anyone, Aurora, you're on the opposite side of the door, I assume?
She kind of just like used other things to block it because she and Shirku were gonna spar.
You
But she's
hear
gonna be keeping an eye on it so she can make sure that none of them escape.
you hear
So-
the locking of the door.
Asger, you were supposed to stay there. She shouts as she throws a punch at Shirku.
Asger like crawls back up on deck. He's really bad about going to sleep. Never had to argue so much to send someone to bed.
You just seen Elzadi at the helm just
Yeah,
I'll look at Sifer and be like, Dragonborns tend to be petulant children sometimes.
I don't think that this was the best approach for you.
I know.
Shirku says as he brings up the staff to push
I'm
the
closely
fist away.
accepting
And
my brethren.
Asger will look at all of you and just go, I've read far more stories than any of you about how this is supposed to work.
and I've lived more stories.
Hey, Asger, I have something to say after I'm done with this fight. Throws another punch.
Just sort of napping Nira and Naziri at the helm.
I wonder what else is going to be said. I wonder out loud as I push that one away and then shove forward with the halberds to push you back.
Asger's gonna walk
Take
by
it in
Naziri
stride.
and just like give her like a really quiet under her breath, like, thanks for the hint.
You're welcome. Yes. You just caused him so. You could have just asked him, or told him to go to bed.
He wouldn't listen.
He hasn't been sleeping in there because you're sleeping in there, and he doesn't want to besmirch your honor.
And I'm gonna guess what happens in there is gonna be awkward. So probably not the best approach to drag.
Asger's gonna go like sit on the stairs by Nizaldi and just, what do you mean besmirched honor?
I'm not even from this continent, and I know.
Don't look at me.
Somehow I actually understand my sister where she's coming from on that.
Urs.
Besmirched
No.
honor to get included in Asger's very filtered collection of royal fantasy smut. It was literally just they rode off into the sunset to live happily ever after.
Asker, maybe ask one of your subjects to give you a better answer. I need to keep this ship straight.
Asker's gonna stand up on the stairs. Which one of my subjects feels like answering questions?
Aurora will raise her hand and then, kind of make sure to dodge out of any of Shirku's attacks.
Yeah, just a leg sweep with the halberds flat end.
So she'll probably just jump
Yeah.
using her hand.
I mean, if you want to finish the spar up and go talk to her.
Yep.
All right.
What
When
is
she's-
this? Sorry, what is the Strava doing throughout all this?
Probably like watching Winter do her thing with Shirku and like making sure she doesn't have to heal anybody, and then also like trying to distract herself from Asker being Asker. And then now probably coming up and being like, we can go below decks and talk once Winter finishes up.
That sounds good.
Zestra,
He seems
you're
really
one of the ones that
angry,
can call
but-
me Aurora. Throws another
That's fair.
punch.
I better remember.
Asger will follow you below deck and just. He was really angry for someone who doesn't sleep. I thought he was at least sleeping somewhere.
Generally, people are angry when they don't sleep well. Unfortunately.
All right. I think you know how to end off the spar. One last clash. Full strength.
She'll say yes, but she's obviously using dexterity.
Yes. I was gonna say, you do not need to use strength in the combat against Shirk.
No,
Yeah.
never.
Acrobatics
All right.
versus athletics.
Sounds good.
All right.
Is it going? I got a nat 20. I want to see him get a crit. Oh,
If I got a crit 22, that'd be funny.
no, I want to
It's-
do a crit fail. I want to see the polar opposites.
So Aurora ends up tail sweeping Shirku and knocking you down and being triumphant.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
That's fair.
It's
I
fair.
need to show you some more forms. You're lacking. And then she just immediately heads downstairs, not explaining anymore.
Good luck down there. And with that, Shirku gets back up, dusts himself off, and leans on the mast.
So Aurora, Estrava, and Asger. Probably Sifer somewhere down in the depths of the ship as well.
Probably.
They'll find themselves together.
Asger will just. Nozaldi mentioned something about besmirched honor. I was just trying to put the captain to bed. I see how hard Shirku fights against his armor every night, so I figured I could at least help him, as the captain is considerably beefier, so like it would be more difficult for him to get all of the straps and things off. And then I always appreciated it when someone would read me a story before bed. So I was going to read him a story before bed, but he just seemed to get angry.
He
Well,
was more conflicted than anything. She kind of
Yes.
winks at Zastrava.
I,
Zastrava even understands what the wink is for.
I think he cares about you in the same way that you care about him. But unfortunately, due to his station and your eminent future as a princess of the realm, there are protocols that must be followed. And one of those protocols means he has to get permission should he wish to even consider courting you formally. And allowing you in his quarters with him unsupervised without a chaperone is definitely against courtly courting.
But we're not in court. I kind of escaped court.
But yet, you're still known by all on the land as Princess Asger. And he knows you as Princess Asger. And he is honor bound by his devotion to the kingdom to treat you as such.
That's what that stupid letter said, too.
Letter.
There was a letter on his desk talking about how he was supposed to stay focused on the war effort and not anything else.
I see. I
Aurora
don't know
shared
if
the
that's a felony.
position.
But, well, perhaps after the war and after things have settled down, and once you've decided to change careers from adventuring, perhaps things might be different. But for now, you have to respect his wishes, and unfortunately, the wishes of your grandfather.
There's a lot of greats in there, but yeah, basically.
The letter was from the father, not from the
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
not from Gaelic.
Oh, and the wishes of the court.
The wishes of the court were for me to be stuck inside the castle. I'm not terribly interested in abiding by their wishes. I
Agree with that.
feel like he should be able to make his own decisions. It's considerably more fun to go on adventures with people you like. This is why I continue to adventure with all of you.
We enjoy adventuring with you as well. But have you ever
Think how good of an adventure partner they would be.
I'm sure they would be a wonderful adventure partner, but don't you think he loves his life sailing above the seas? Perhaps this is what he most enjoys. Perhaps he doesn't want to adventure yet.
Isn't this adventuring? This is
Yeah.
how I started adventuring.
You know,
It didn't fly originally, but I must say flying ships are much better than regular ships.
I would agree.
Also,
Just think of all the fantastic stories you two will have to tell each other one day when you eventually meet and end your journeys.
oh,
Or start off on a new one.
perhaps you could share your journal in the end after you've done your editing.
That's a good idea. I really should make sure that I absolutely remove everything about you know whose ship if he is ever to read it. It's like he seems kind of mad, but at the moment I think he's just has other things on his mind. So
Yes. Also, I have good news.
Good news.
Mm-hmm. I have been allowed to share my love with others.
Asger will just
Ah!
Asger will just I want that. See, that seems nice.
She'll kind of take out the little opal on the symbol. He gave me this before we left, and
Oh,
we kissed in the fairy lights.
that is always wonderful.
So I'm hoping that you can have that someday, Asger.
Winter gets to have fairy tale.
Is Asger just writing that right now? If anything, I will certainly try to help you have your little fairy tale night.
I appreciate it. I think that he's probably more worried about listening to the letter and keeping himself focused for the war and whatever at the moment, so maybe it is better that I just wait. But waiting is dumb. I would much rather him just come on adventures now. The closer and closer we get back to Rolla, the more and more worried I am I'm just going to have to stay there again. And then I won't get to have adventures with other people. So I have to make all the most of it now.
Make sure you write out your angst in your journals. That's some high tier fanfic right there.
Asger, if they try to keep you there when you don't want to stay, I will break you out. Damned my military position at all.
Asger scratches out the word jealous. Just get rid of that whole sentence at this point. Scratch, 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 scratch. Aurora would save me. And she'll just you'll see her just bunny ear the corner of this page. Like, this page has become extra special. That's an important page to come back to.
When you break her out, break me in. No one will notice the switch. It'll be great.
Oh,
Asger just goes, Gwen used to be able to get in fairly easily. And you have some of her power now. So I don't see why you couldn't also just break it.
I can also just run up walls.
That would make things a lot easier. Trust me, I wish that I could fly like all the birds I kept. It would have made it a lot easier to get out.
Can't grant you flying, but I can at least somewhat teleport us places.
I mean, I know all the tunnels and things to get us out. They're as close out as possible. Between the two of us, I'm pretty sure we could escape. It feels better knowing that I have a constant level of escape.
Let's sleep.
It's also just
Leap or leap?
being the only one to do it, a special person that you ride off into the sunset with. All of my older siblings have one. Morgan that always talked about how she had lots of people that she could ride off into the sunset with if she wanted.
Well, I can be one of them for you.
Asger will just blush.
Now it's sleepy time for the children. Oh. And she starts to stretch. And Gojira's away. So we're going to stretch out and do large stretches.
How large are stretches?
Some dragon stretches. Yeah, right around the mast.
After an hour, Asger is like I assume this conversation is gonna go on for a little while. After Asger's done having this little heart-to-heart with the girls, she's gonna go back up to the top deck and like put her ear against the captain's quarters door.
Sleepy time. Ash will try to just pull Asger into the feathery bed.
It's important.
It is. I will bring up that it is currently like middle of the day.
Yeah, this is the perfect time for sleeping. What, do you think I'm going to do all like the flying work getting to town? Hell no.
Sifer, any fun, weird things that you're doing today, or Shirku?
I'm after a jeweled encrusted dagger.
Who do you go
Ash'Ra
asking?
has a dagger.
Not Shirku's sister. She's got functional daggers.
Mhm.
You know who would probably have a dagger that's ornate for like display purposes? Gojira.
Don't wake him up.
You know who's really hard to access right now? Because
Well,
a big
but-
dragon's right in front of the door.
It's true. And I do have dagger. But yeah.
If Asger can't get to the door, she's gonna sneak back around by the window.
I'm going to go to the door.
Better not step on a tail or a wing.
I will shimmy around the big dragon. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Alright. As you shimmy around the dragon, give me a dexterity save. Asger, are you like trying to like lean yourself over to see inside?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Give me a acrobatics check. You
As
managed
you see
to...
Asger just throw herself off the boat, Sifer.
You're able to kind of lean down over there. Asger, you see in his bed, Gojira's just laying there, eyes closed, slow, rhythmic breathing. Sifer.
What is he wearing to sleep?
Blankets.
Good
the
stuff.
Only thing you see. You see his wings kind of like folded up behind him. His tail kind of laying out underneath the like bottom of the blankets.
Does Aurora see Sifer trying to get to the door?
You do see that Sifer has managed to walk towards the door.
Aurora's gonna pull him back.
Oh, I'm already around the big dragon.
I'm void clawing you.
Sifer, you want to make a what save?
Charisma
Charisma
save.
This is not my strongest save.
I don't know what the DC
Fail.
is.
What's the DC?
Can I just click? No, wait. There it is.
17. 1 fate point.
I will spend that one fate point.
I will now spend 2 fate points. And make you fail.
I'm so glad y'all are spending your fate points on this.
I know, right? It's not like we
Cool.
already have less than Rin anyway.
Cypher's
has a
going to
lot.
look at Winter very upset.
And she's teleporting him like, how
Ye-
close to the edge is she?
Yeah. It's a big ship.
She's like the max distance from her, or the door, but close to the edge of the ship, so she'll put Sifer like closer to the rail.
Okay. So Sifer, you were just at the door and you felt a pull. And you're now overlooking water, Aurora, much ship, dragon between you and door.
He's asleep. Bother him some other time.
Can I hear you where I'm at? Where am I at?
You're right by Aurora.
Yeah, you're right next to me.
Look, I have business with the captain.
Bother him tomorrow.
You should probably wait. It's not best to wake up a draconian. Or dragon, for that matter.
He is the captain. Now, if you can find me a jewel-encrusted dagger, I will gladly let him sleep.
Why do you need a jewel?
Yeah, why do you need that?
They're great for rituals.
Then look for one in the next town.
I would prefer to do this ritual while we're here and I have time to rest afterwards.
What is the ritual?
What the fuck are you trying to do?
You're not
I'm
here,
not
Asger.
actually gonna say it, but like,
Be gone with your ghost voice.
This ritual you want to do?
I need a servant that my master once called on. And I've just deciphered the ritual to do it. I would like to have my own servant.
I see.
Besides remnants. Got it.
Those are only temporary. This would be more permanent, and it would be of my own essence. So nothing for you guys to worry about.
So from your death imprint?
Sure.
So if it's from his death imprint, what is it before or after you get divinified?
I think before. But
Uh,
how about you stay here? I'll go ask Ms. Aldi. She
Cypher
doesn't
will
know.
wait.
She's gonna go up to Ms. Aldi and ask away. Do you happen to know if anyone on the ship has a bejeweled dagger?
Mine pulls out her dagger that does have black onyx and the hilt.
Give me a second. She's gonna run back. Does it get consumed?
No, the dagger is fine afterwards.
So you just need to borrow it, basically.
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna run back. Okay, so would you be okay with Sifer borrowing it for a spell?
What's he going to... 1 second.
Apparently.
And she
it's-
steps into the shadows and is gone. And is right in front of you, Sifer. Oh yeah,
What about the
Aurora
wheel?
hasn't seen that before.
Yeah, but also, what about the wheel?
It's
Does Aurora-
just not... It's not really moving right now.
Aurora's keeping her fucking eyes on that.
hello, sister.
Oh,
Hello.
that was fast.
There were questions. What will you be using the dagger for?
I seek to create a servant who will aid us on our journeys.
Will the dagger be piercing anyone's flesh?
Yes.
My dagger won't.
What was that?
You cut
My
out.
dagger won't work for you. I apologize.
That's unfortunate.
Isn't that the same dagger you stabbed me with before?
Yes. And she
Okay,
steps in and out of the shadows and is right back, Aurora.
Yes, if that is the same dagger, then yeah, she's right. It won't work for you.
So, can he use your dagger, or is that a no?
No.
Okay.
You-
Okay.
For what he's looking for, probably not.
Okay. I will
Or mages
return-
only carry irregular components with them.
Thank you for your time. Also, Shirku's quite wonderful. It's been quite a bit of time. Krilga assigned me to be his bodyguard. I'm gonna go now. Bye. She's just gonna go.
Okay.
And she's gonna go back over to Sifer, being the best. So she said no, because it would kill you.
Unfortunate, I know.
Yes, that's the same dagger that she stabbed me with. It's some dark cloud, and I'm not sure what else it's enchanted with.
Interesting. She says that no one else likely has a bejeweled dagger. So, unfortunately, you will have to wait.
Well,
I believe there's one in that captain's office. They always have ornate keepsakes.
What makes you think he'll allow you to use it?
especially if
like
you wake
a-
him up.
Seems like a good guy. I'm sure as long as it helps Rolla, he would let me use it.
And
And wait until later, when he's woken up.
yes,
Winter, you have done nothing to earn my favor. You've
I can-
teleported me away from my prizes.
I can teleport
And you
you off
asked
the
me
ship
for a
if you
favor.
would like.
What was that?
I can teleport you off the ship if you'd like.
I can do the same to you. I can banish you from this realm of existence if I want.
Wait, I have. Would that take me somewhere else? Like to the. Now I'm curious. Hey, banish me.
But if it's requested of you, it counts against.
this.
I want Sifer. Give me an intelligence check.
Of all times to roll a nat 1. Let's see here.
The arguments that this crew has.
I mean,
So,
she literally did give him
when you
permission.
cast banishment and then bring someone back, they come back in their same space.
Undo it. Not today.
You will help me find a dagger in the next town we dock at, and I will leave the captain alone.
I will. I can't help you pay for it because my other body has all my money, but I can help you find one.
And that will be sufficient enough. I'm going to flurry my robes and walk away.
Oh, but I wanted to get. Okay.
what was that?
Just
Is that-
her muttering like she wanted to get banished because she's curious what would happen.
Yeah, maybe.
You gave Sifer permission. This experiment will happen now. He just knows better than to do it on a boat.
Oh,
Well, that's done with that at least.
anything else for the evening? For the day? Gojira is not seen or heard from until the next morning.
Aw, he actually got some good sleep.
By the time everyone else is rising, he's already up at the ship. And as you guys are all getting up and starting to move, you see two images.
Just
Two things. Successful, connected. You know,
Technical difficulties.
okay. All good? Okay. Alright. So as you're flying through the sky, you see behind you guys, nice clear sunny day of the sun rising. But over towards to the east and towards the north, you just see this oppressive dark cloud going through the sky. No rain, but you do see bits of lightning arcing between the clouds here or there. Then, due north of you, funny, the insight.
Yeah.
Due north, miles away still, you do happen to see a small, or what seems small on the distance right now, city that's just floating in the middle of the sky. So, Aurora, what are you inciting?
The oppressive black cloud. If it's just a storm, that's better than what possible other dangers may be happening. She wants to know if it's a storm or not. Or that's kind of what I want to know.
Wouldn't that be
So, just
surprising?
insight into the dark cloud.
I'll give you that little bit of nature. This is like no storm that Aurora's ever seen.
Oh no.
Oh,
The
no.
lightning that's arcing between the clouds. Like most storms, you could probably see like where it would end. Like, especially since you guys have so much vision over everything. It looks like as you're looking at it, the clouds are there and they're expanding and getting closer, and there is no end in sight.
Oh.
There will be some turbulence soon. Be careful.
Wasn't he asleep?
He's up on the thing. You're using
No, he's
control
been
weather.
driving.
I'm gonna sit down and start playing the harp.
Do 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 do.
It's just
Your
gonna kind of
magic, you
grab
feel it
Shirkun.
fizzle, and as like you're able to control the weather that's not by that storm cloud. Like you can. Are you trying to do clear days or something like that?
Yeah, clear days with like strong winds in our favor.
Like right now, you guys aren't actually in the storm, so you feel it like pushing you. But as it gets towards, and you're probably about an hour out from the storm clouds, you can see that it's not impacting it whatsoever. It's not slowing it.
So Aurora's just
Ash'Ra does some
kind of-
baby chirps at Shirku and Aurora.
Oh, hey. She was already going to try to bring everyone downstairs.
Hearing that there was
No,
no turbulence.
Up
We
here.
need to
Asger
stay up
would
decks.
Up
Yeah,
here.
can't leave.
What?
If I
Right
leave.
here with the mask with me.
Okay.
I nod over to Ash'Ra before walking closer, but speak out. Has anyone seen this kind of storm before? Does it
No.
look anything like I've seen?
Can't say I have.
This is
Have I,
absolutely
or-
not normal.
It's,
They it looks
Magical
like they
weather.
never end.
Actually, Shirku.
Oh.
Give me a nature or history check, your choice.
Nature or history? What's my... Oh, they're the same thing. No.
That's not good.
Nope.
Oh.
Can Aurora do a history?
Nope.
Can I do a religion?
Yes, if you want to do a religion check.
Can Aurora also do a religion check? Okay.
Oh. Really should boost my intelligence sometime.
Mouth, the Undying, is known for being attached to lightning. Like,
Oh.
you've seen some things.
She's gonna kind of scramble up the stairs. It might be connected to Malthus. Dying.
What did
To
you say
Gojira.
that to?
Gojira.
Well, imagine us there. We're heading straight into.
Okay. I just gonna say expect for demons to hop aboard.
Do I hear the word demons?
Yes. Yes, yes.
I just quickly make a head turn. Demons?
Aurora's just not going to say anything. She's going to kind of go back to Ash'Ra.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, hold on. Has Aurora hold on.
Asger's just gonna she's gonna step up towards the front, spear in hand. Just Asger will look to the rest of her crew and we should cover the ship. We are the most trained at fighting off these things than any other person would be around here, I imagine. Gojira's crew is strong, but demon slaying is a specialty of a few of us.
Hey, Asger.
Should stay close.
We can go angel mode together, or ace fire mode again together.
We can. It's going to be great.
You should stay closer to me so that the winds don't throw you.
Shirku pass Ash'Ra on the net for a moment while standing there with them. We might have to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I summon my echo near me. And just as a precaution to start off with. Somewhere on the other side of Ash'Ra, I suppose.
I would like you all to please place yourselves where you're at. Captain's quarters is right here. This is where I have Gojira and the deck are.
Mm-hmm.
The Gojira and okay.
Yep. Tail supported around the mast.
Oh, what the fuck's
There
that?
are a
Right.
lot of other people around, as said. This
I
ship
should be near
has
the mast.
800.
I need to reload a thing real quick.
Holding on to the rigging as they play to start.
You find a good bright color.
Oh, there are many strong people on board this ship.
Okay. Give me a second. Have to reload.
But we'll
Hopefully it works.
But if
now.
it's going to be if there's enough demons to cause something like this, a storm that size, we might need everyone on hands.
Let's focus and survive the encounter with the front without falling over.
As you guys are all preparing and readying yourselves, and the smoke is getting closer, he had
Where's
assumed it.
Asger?
Asger is... Where is Asger? Underneath Asger?
I'm dead center of that crowd, with colors.
He had thought that it was going to take about an hour to get to the clouds. It only takes about 20 more minutes, as the clouds have expanded how fast they're approaching.
Oh.
And you guys find yourselves under the cover of the clouds, lightning raining down. Nothing really striking anywhere yet. And I'm trying to... What's everyone's passive perception?
Mine is
19.
Well,
17.
22.
9.
So,
18.
all of you except for Asger
Mm-hmm.
watch as the smoke from the clouds start to coalesce into the giant visage of Shirku. You've seen Malthus before. As it roars. And suddenly,
I stare for a moment and mutter this, hello again. You're a lot more terrifying in person than as a storm cloud.
and as it roars, you just watch as lightning blinds all of you. And then in 1 second, the skies are clear. And the next, you're surrounded as demons and fiends floating and flying are coming after you, with one taking a giant mace towards the ship, and you just hear Gojira say, "Not my ship!" And he runs over, triumphing, and with his 2 great swords flying down to fight the pit fiend by himself.
Hmm.
That's where we're going to end.
It's gonna be so good.
I hope you're all ready for a fun demon-infested Halloween episode.
Oh,
Thanks for
Oh,
joining
yes.
us. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
That's